If you've been wondering whether a spiritual mentor could help you, here are 3 signs that you might be more ready than you think. Hi, my name is Steve Childress. I am a spiritual practitioner and I'm the president and owner of Spiritual Praxis, which is a spiritual based company here in Atlanta that focuses on spiritual education, mentorship, and spiritual life coaching. When I first started this journey of spiritual freedom, I had done some practices. And of course, when you are doing something new, you always feel a little less confident. Sometimes you may even feel a little lost. Um, but I'm grateful that there were people who started to come into my life as I started that journey, who gave me some guidance and insight, and then sometimes clarity that was much needed, that would have made this journey a lot more difficult, a lot longer, and in some instances a lot lonelier. So I want to talk about 3 signs that you may be in the market for a spiritual mentor. What the first sign is a feeling of being stuck or lost despite trying different spiritual tools. Like I said, when I first started, I guess I didn't have a lot of structure. And with spiritual freedom, you don't need a lot of structure, but what you do need is resolve that the chips are all the way in, that you really are going to do this. And sometimes spiritual teachers, spiritual life coaches, and spiritual mentors can help you make that decision. I remember I joined a private group on Facebook that was committed to the empowerment and a commitment to liberation through spiritual freedom and the practices that go with it. And initially, when I was in that group, I would, along with some other people who were in the group, would joke about different things about spirituality, related to certain things that in earlier spiritual journeys, all these things that would be considered taboo, but were not necessarily taboo in spiritual freedom. And I had a lady who kind of checked me on it, because we were joking, but we were kind of joking about things that would normally invoke fear in Black communities related to certain taboo spirituality. Well, at least it's taboo when it comes to Abrahamic religions. And she dropped some knowledge and let us know, gave us more clarity on the things that we were joking about, without that fear that went along with it, and emphasized that we were on a journey of spiritual freedom. And I think that particular instant where she checked me and the other people that were joking around. Um, it helped me get a little more serious about what I was being purposed to do. And that lady ultimately ended up becoming a strong presence in my life, who helped me become a lot more fortified in my spirituality and my spiritual practices. A second sign is wanting accountability to follow through your own practices. And this has also been an important factor in my life, because, like I said, when you leave Christianity or whatever Abrahamic religion that you may have left to start spiritual freedom, you don't realize it at the time, but there is still some programming in your subconscious that is still lingering around, even though you started this new journey and even though you made a clear decision that you're going to do this, you're going to pursue this new spiritual direction of spiritual freedom. So you may do practices, but you might not be consistent. And the reason that you're not being consistent is because there's a little nervousness or whatever that's still part of that teaching, that old teaching that you once followed. And a spiritual mentor or even a spiritual life coach could be a presence of accountability and assurance that all those things that you were scared of were never going to happen. And especially once you're on this particular journey of spiritual freedom. Because a lot of the spiritual mentors and spiritual life coaches have usually had their own experiences of leaving organized religion and starting this new journey. And they can provide insight and direction and consolation for the things that you want to do, that are in your heart to do, but your subconscious is hindering you from doing. And sometimes you need that before you can fully reprogram your mind to move forward on a spiritual journey like spiritual freedom. The third sign might be craving deeper clarity and insight that's hard to find on your own, which I also just covered, that sometimes you can be you can be strong in your intuition and you may be able to see a lot of things, but sometimes on this journey, you face uncertainty and the unknown. And even when you're facing the unknown, there's a way that you can face the unknown. The unknown doesn't always have to be a scary place. The unknown can be a place full of infinite possibilities. And when you are faced with infinite possibilities, you can face that space of infinite possibilities with intention and optimism and positivity, that whatever it is you're going to face in the unknown will work in your favor and in your good, for your good. And a spiritual mentor can help you find that resolve to set that type of intention when you're in those spaces of the unknown. So if two or more of these signs sound like you, mentoring might be exactly the support that you need. And that's what I offer. I offer both spiritual mentoring and spiritual life coaching. But in this video, I'm highlighting spiritual mentorship, which is a new service that I'm offering for people who have left organized religion and or Abrahamic religion to begin a journey of spiritual freedom. If you are interested in these services, there's a link in the description below that will give you a description of what I offer and the attribute of it being customizable for your particular journey, because everybody's journey is not the same. If you're interested in this, check out the link, and I look forward to hearing from you. Peace and blessings.